Go.
It's going.
Welcome. It's like, welcome, nerds. One and all. It's like, in case you were wondering, tonight's going to be a little different. You may be curious and wondering, oh no, but our precious collection of babies just got attacked by a flock of velociraptors. And flock is accurate because dinosaurs are birds. Sorry, I don't make the rules. But we're not going to talk about them tonight. Their fate is currently not in my hands. Tonight, we're going to take another trip. Somewhere else. In the not too distant past. Deep, deep down in the Underdark.
Last Sunday BC?
Pretty much, yeah. Alright, so. A setting takes us. The Underdark doesn't really have much of a central location or even all that much of a map. Most of it is untamed and undiscovered on this world. But what little pockets of it are habitable have a lot of good resources to go around. People carve out a home here. All manner of races that just really don't like the sun all that much. And today, we're going to follow a little journey of a little ragtag band of weirdos. That's you guys.
Yay!
So yeah, guys.
Woo.
All right, so we begin near the rather nice little hole in the wall, a little hovel, which by Underdark standards is actually a metropolis of the town Blightcap, which was built in the shadow of the biggest fucking mushroom anyone's ever seen. It's like the size of the Hyperion tree. All right, but a few miles away from that, down one, an intense battle just took place. I did?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. We begin. Okay. We begin a few miles away from Blightcap, where an intense battle has just finished. The loyal, if not slightly silent and sarcastic drow warden of the town, Shin, has just run into a erstwhile acquaintance whilst out in the wilds, a Thrykeen warrior named Asag, and they did battle with a group of slizzards, large predatory creatures that had moved just a little bit too close to the town for their own good. In the process, they ran into a strange troll, actually, who came in and he helped. Yes, he helped. If by help you mean, friendly firing and making a Sag suffer a lot of lightning damage, but, what are friends for? Friends forgive. All right, so we come upon the clearing as the battle ends. The smoldering corpse of the great Slizzard rotting at your feet. The three of you standing together in a very Avengers-esque pose. And we start. Why don't you three describe yourselves? Let's start with Scatha.
Yes.
Paint a picture for the people back home.
Well, she's Shin Everhithel. Yeah, that's right. She's just a typical looking drow. She's got light blue hair. She has kind of purplish blue skin and red eyes. And she's also incredibly, incredibly tired all the time.
Awesome. Just your average drow. All right. Now, let's hear from the bug boy. What do you look like for the people back home?
Alright, Asag looks like some sort of waspish Thrykeen with a weird head. With baubles and shit. And he's also incredibly big because he's incredibly old. He's bigger than your average Thrykeen due to his sheer age due to the effects of the Underdark.
Yes, which we will go into at a later time.
Likewise, he's missing his stinger tail has been cut off and is now currently implanted on his walking stick. Said walking stick is completely lacquered in some sort of burn-proof resin and includes many trinkets and baubles he's picked up through his travels.
All right, very good. Now, Saki, describe.
Sakamore Rock'em is a very large troll shaman who is obsessed with creating what he calls the perfect dish of some unknown, no doubt, meats, stewed, cooked, or sautéed, or all three, paired with the ultimate beer or drink, which he would, of course, brew himself from an unknown substance. And he has no idea what it is because he hasn't discovered it yet. And doing so, he went into a forcible exile, or a self-exile, to try and understand this great mystery and discover it himself. Which is... Hello, Alita. Which is taking several years, an unknown amount of time, honestly, because trolls don't terribly age, and they don't keep track of time. So he's just kind of wandered in and out, occasionally helping his tribe and other troll tribes, and trying to be a somewhat of a good citizen, though not being a terribly smart one.
Such a noble quest. All right, so you three are all standing in a clearing. Battle just finished, wondering what to do next. When all of a sudden, there's a small little wisp of smoke that materializes right in front of you, and a small little green-skinned, dark, bug-eyed creature emerges. The two of you, Asag and Saki, you can roll a Knowledge Arcana with disadvantage on this one. Scatha, you can roll with advantage because you would know this creature personally.
What was that I'm rolling again?
God.
It's an Arcana.
Oh, fuck that disadvantage.
You got it too. 17.
Fuck
Not
that
bad.
disadvantage.
And Arcana. Oh, -1 to Arcana. This should be fun.
Nice. Okay, yeah. It's like, Asag, you just don't fucking care. It just appears in a little wisp of flame. You're still kind of engulfed in fire yourself from your last fight. You just have this little smug little get good scrub, get on my level look on your face. Saki, you can tell that this is somewhat similar in the way it appeared to your own familiar, your spirit animal, centipede clatterlegs. Like, it was definitely a familiar of some kind that was summoned. And Shin, you know who this is. This is Misdazi, the familiar of a rather prominent member of the Blightcat population.
Oh, good shit, I found you.
Oh, fucking goddamn it. What do you want?
It's like, oh, you're just as vicious as always. Schmorgan wanted to see you about something.
Fantastic.
Said it's a big one. Somebody came in from the surface.
Why?
Asaj's antenna is gonna perk up.
The
Says
fuck
they
would
got a
anybody want
job.
to do that?
It's like, really big job. Really big one. Like, so many pogs. You have no idea.
Alright. I'm coming.
Good. It's back at Schmorgan's right now. It's so exhausting to be so far away from him for so long.
Go,
I'll see you
shoot.
there.
Get out.
And Misdazi disappears.
Ah,
Misdazi was a quasit, a small type of demon.
flighty little shit.
Alrighty, so
You just hear chattering from Asag's mandibles and his body is somewhat quaking as fire is still emanating from it for comms surface.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go home and see what the hell this is. Have fun with your burn wounds.
While this is all going on, Saki has torn off a leg of the cooked lizard and is just chomping on it, just looking back and forth like a soap opera.
nice.
Asag is
spatially
going to take the head of the lead dire lizard and walk off back to its hobo hovel,
Works for me.
shivering angrily.
Alrighty. Saki, can you roll me, as you are eating and kind of contemplating, can you roll me an intelligence check?
Oh god.
Just straight intelligence. I want to see what happens here.
4!
Double 4s. Nice. For a brief moment, you just think to yourself, huh, wasn't there something I was supposed to be doing here? Whatever. Chop. This is really good.
Exactly. Go back in the store, huh?
Alrighty. So, Shin, you return back. It's a very short walk, all things considered, to the town of Blightcap. You can't really miss it. You crawl through a tunnel, and out is this giant bioluminescent mushroom that's hundreds of feet up in the air in a giant cavern. Several other smaller caps sprouting out of it. The cap itself has seen better days. Some of it near the base is kind of starting to fade out and not glow so much, be a little fibrous. Some of the denizens of the town acknowledge you. The most social activity you are required to endure is them occasionally doing the little nod at you as you walk by. They know you. They know your rep. They know what you're about.
She nods back. Like, the minimum required social interaction that she has to do.
Yep, they know. They respect you for that. So you make your way up to a set of wooden walkways that lead up to a literal hole in the wall on which is a magically enchanted sign saying Schmorgans,
I love
which is
it.
glowing with neon, but it's actually a big glass tube full of bugs. You step inside, and there's a small, purple-skinned, deep gnome with a very stark white beard and freckles on his face. Saying, "Ah, there you are, Shin. Glad to see you."
Right?
There's I assume Miss Daisy found you.
Yeah.
She magically manifests on his shoulder.
Sure did. It's like, found a couple others too. It's like, Biggins, Bill Biggins. She has friends out there now. Oh, wait, no, shit.
She poofs out. So like, oh, her and her loose lips. You know what they say about them and sinking ships.
It's fine. Friends might be a little bit of a stretch, but they seem fine.
Really? They wouldn't happen to be that creepy, fiery bug fella that lives out away down in the next valley, right?
It was the creepy, fiery bug fellow.
Ah, yes. Interesting chap. Curious to talk to him at some point. Ain't haven't seen much in the way of the Thrakeen around here. They usually live out in the hive cities, good ways away. But anyhow, you ain't here for that. You're here. And he walks into a little back door. It's like, Schmorgans, if you look around at the wall, you see he's kind of the go-to guy in town for odd jobs, various sorts of work. Usually has tips. People come to him about missing property. He kind of is the broker for hiring a lot of mercenaries and whatnot. Occasionally, he gives you tips and pays you a little bit for your trouble. Payment in this realm is not in gold so much, but in these little crusted pill bug shells that are kind of glittery and diamond-like and have kind of a lapis lazuli look to them called pogs.
God damn it.
You can collect them all.
Oh no! You fall out its bottle. You fall out its bottle caps, and the Underdark it's pogs. Of
Holy
course.
shit. Okay.
All right. Morgan emerges out of the door and roll me a perception real quick.
Alright.
12. Oof. Okay. No. For a brief moment, your peripheral makes you think behind you, but it's gone before it even really registers as a proper emotion. But it's distracted immediately by Shmurry, and he's got with him a couple of interesting figures. It's like Miss Dazi, his familiars helping carry it, but along with them is a bit of a local. It's the town scholar and keeper of the lore, Professor Snootsworth. Shady, tell me about him.
Ooh, my turn. Anyway, well, he is a troglodyte. Yeah, and as so, he has off-white skin, sort of an eggshell color, with pink eyes. However, unlike other troglodytes, he has more of an academic appearance. He has sort of small librarian goggles on his snout. And he is wearing a wonderful tweed suit.
Very nice.
And on that tweed suit, he has a purple and blue bow tie.
All right, so Schmorgan kind of thanks you, Professor, for as you drop down this really sizable wooden box that is covered in runes. And these are runes of like every language you know and several you don't. It's like, Professor, if you want to roll a knowledge arcana for me.
Would I have advantage or
Just a straight one in this case.
Okay. What I get?
14.
23.
It's like the 14 is the standard roll, but still. Like, that's still plenty, though. Oh yeah, it's
Cool.
all the Underdark tongues you know, as well as a couple you know from the surface. There's even the tongue of the dreaded menace known as the Humans.
Very peculiar. Very peculiar indeed.
And pretty much all of them have some variation of "do not open." So we received a rather strange request, but a very lucrative one. It's like apparently this weird fella, or lady, I suppose. It's hard to tell gender when it comes to them there flumpy folk. She came in, and they came in, I guess, and said they needed this here crate transported all the way across the Deep Rock Valley through the tunnels therein to Pabina.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You want me to go where with this thing that says "Do not open" on it?
Well, I mostly just came and wanted to refer to you first. I did ask a few of the other locals there, but most of the sellswords said some variety of not wanting to get their brain and not wanting to be grew bait. They apparently this is meant to go to the leader of the monastery there, them there mind flayer folk.
Oh,
Can't
God.
say much about why. I've never been out there myself, but they are offering probably more than any job I've ever had come through here for honesty.
Because they don't think they'll
And
have
I
to
know
pay
you
it.
know the tunnel. I know you know the tunnels better than just about anybody, but it also is came with a few special instructions about making sure it gets there quickly. Apparently, this is a rather urgent delivery. Professor Snootsworth here, when I told him about it, was very excited about the potential of it. You've never been over to Babina yet, have you? But the library there is, well, it's actually quite massive, from what I've heard.
It'd be wonderful to establish a book trading deal with them.
I'm sure it would at that. I'd be very curious to find out more details, get some of my own contacts. So, as a favor for an old friend, I am the one who helped you get settled in town, after all, he says with a wink, all those years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
You say, thousand thanks, doll, thousand thanks. Yeah, just kind of,
Better
oh, and apparently, it'll need two people to adequately carry it the whole way. If it gets damaged, there is apparently some potential for side effects. Not 100% sure, so it's a rather dangerous trip, so you might want to recruit some extra help.
Indeed.
You don't have to tell them about the pay if you don't want to, he says with a sly wink.
Mm.
I'm not kidding you. It's like 20,000 pogs. Like that's all every single one in the set.
God damn it.
Think about it.
The collection would be complete.
She has a complete collection in her pocket, but she doesn't say anything.
Perfect.
Well, Professor, do you have anybody in particular that you would like to come with us? To get their
Not
brains
really.
sucked the fuck out?
See, the thing about that is, while I am technically the town scholar, don't know how that happened, I don't really go out and meet people. No idea why, he says while pulling out an onion from nowhere and eating it casually.
Nice.
I can't
All right.
imagine.
Yeah, and with your super elf senses, I imagine this is a wonderful experience for you.
Absolutely fantastic.
Alrighty, but as you guys are talking, how's about the two of you roll me a couple of perceptions?
Okay.
All right, let me see that.
13. And
Ooh.
7. Still enough. Alright.
He is engrossed in that fucking onion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you are engrossed out about it. Alright, so you have to really steel and gather yourself to resist the urge to just downright retch near this guy. Troglodytes are not known for their pleasant odor to begin with. It's an acquired taste on a good day. But you faintly hear some scratching up on the roof. See if Schmorgan notices this as well. Yeah, that's a 9, which plus his stuff would be a... Yeah, actually he would notice it. So like, all right, you can come in. I hear you up there. It's like, eavesdroppers are not welcome. And in enters... Casey, describe yourself.
Charlie is about what you'd get if you were to make a harpy out of a Morlock.
Very nice.
She's squat, wiry, has very large claws on her feet, and no actual hands, just a pair of clawed pincher thingies on halfway down her wings. She has a bright green scarf, for some reason, is missing her right eye, and yet is wearing a full set of goggles over her head. Not currently over her eyes. Her hair are actually feathers, giving her a spiky anime protagonist look.
Well, of course. Ah, Charlie, there you are. I was wondering where you'd gotten off to. This is the job that weird flump fella came in and told us about.
Oh, wait, that was you all?
Apparently.
Guess so.
Then, someone's missing a pizza then, because I thought y'all ordered it. And she reaches behind her back and pulls out a pizza box.
Like, ooh, deep pizza. What you got on that?
Anchovies, crab, millipedes.
Like, Schmorgan just kind of leans forward. It's like, I only have one question and one question only. Is it deep dish?
Obviously.
Fuck yes.
Oh yeah.
He comes forward and takes a slice. And congratulations, guys. You enjoy that sweet, deep pizza.
I mean, yeah,
A
just
little
go ahead and
deep,
take it. I'm
deep
probably
dish.
fired from that job, but... Ah, well.
It happens.
I pay her the price of a deep pizza.
Very good, very good. I'll just run you about... I'll just run you a gold in this case. Or that would be... 1 gold would be 5 cogs.
Okay. She does not get any of my set, though.
Of course not. It's all your spares. All the ones everyone has, like, 20 of.
Oh, sweet. This one has rat fink.
So,
I got 5 of him.
hey, that reminds... That actually could be a bit fortuitous. You're actually a bit of a courier yourself, before you came down here.
Been all over the world, sir.
Say,
You can name
Well-
a body part and a continent. I've taken an arrow on it, in it.
Like,
Wait,
that's
reverse that last part.
you are just a treat and a half. So, if you know your way around, it certainly couldn't hurt if you two are transporting precious cargo to have a set of eyes that could look ahead. It doesn't solve the problem of carrying things or protecting yourselves, but
Charlie
What do you-
just tilts her head at that set of eyes comment. You trying to be funny there?
oh no. You see better than most people I know with 2 eyes. And I know
Damn
some
right
people
I do.
And I know some people with like 4 or 5. Know one guy with 10. Don't even know how. Some about swamp ooze. Either way,
It's really weird to watch him blink.
Mhm. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
very asymmetrical stuff.
But
All
very,
right.
but very interesting to see.
Do you have anyone else potentially in mind? Somebody big enough and strong enough and not quite smart enough perhaps to ask questions about the payment and all?
Hint, hint.
Hinting!
Wow.
Something with the
Shin-
Bond pickup line.
Shin thinks back to 10 minutes ago. I was like, yeah, I There's a dude that might be big enough.
Really? It's like somebody bigger than that in this town? Somebody we know?
Nobody I know, but he had the brilliant idea of calling down lightning in tunnels, but so don't know if he's quite smart enough
Perfect.
to ask about payment.
Perfect. Well, let's see if you can find him and see if you can talk him into sweetening the pot about taking this. So, Babine is not that long of a walk, honestly. If let's see, you were hunting in the Hollow out west, right?
Yep.
Good. That's actually on the way. Babine is only about maybe a day walk if you go all the way. At least that's what I've heard. Not the most difficult of places to get to. It's just most people don't go within a few miles of it on account of it, being run by mind players.
Yeah, I've been close enough to see it. I just didn't want anything to do with it.
According to the rumors, they've sworn off brain eating, but well, that's like me saying I've sworn off deep pizza as he eats another slice.
In the Underdark, all pizzas are deep dish.
Exactly.
Mm,
So
yum.
not they don't belong.
We don't eat those. They're not pizza. They're anti-pizza. All right.
Cast.
Anti-pizza.
You eat one, it is the equivalent of a slice of pizza being removed from your memories of being consumed.
Brutal.
Indeed. Now then, this does have a bit of a time limit, so you get there, that's 20,000 pogs for you. 20,000.
That's the whole set.
Indeed it is, and then some. Even those rare vintage limited edition that they never released except in prototype stages.
Ooh, Professor Snootwort gasps as he claps his hands together, his claws clacking.
Well, I'll go see if I can find the fella. He wasn't that far back.
Alrighty. As you step out very briefly, the box can wait for a moment. You need somebody bigger to carry it. Roll a perception again for me.
Okay.
You're standing on a wooden catwalk overlooking Blightcap. Not bad, a 19. Okay, yeah. Oh, you can see him pretty easily, actually. There's actually kind of a wide bubble down in the town square about 100 feet below of people kind of giving this enormous troll a wide berth as he's just friendly strolling into town.
Found him.
Good. Bring him. See if we can go talk to him about it, I suppose. I'll be here with the box. Somebody's got to guard it. I ain't as young as I used to be.
Okay. She grabs another slice of pizza and walks over to Sakimura.
All right. Takes you a couple of minutes to get down the catwalks, but you're a drow, so you jump down entire flights without any trouble and just pour your way down there. I won't even make you roll for it. You're a fucking elf.
She makes a very deadpan wee noise every time she jumps down the flight.
Just wee. All right. You managed to time it. In this case, roll me an acrobatics now that you're near the bottom.
Okay.
19 again. Not bad. Exact same roll. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You managed to do a sick triple axle front flip and land right in front of Saki superhero style.
What's up?
Looks down. He kind of big troll looks down, kind of blinks. Wow, from earlier, huh?
Hey, yeah.
What you doing here?
Well, somebody's asking me to transport something somewhere, and I was wondering if you would like to help me for some payment in pizza, I guess. She holds up the slice of pizza.
Oh man, it's a big slice of deep pizza. How big a slice is this?
It's a good
One of those big slices.
One of those big pieces that you get from like a mall when you ask for a slice of pizza.
So you got a New York slice deep pizza.
Oh yeah.
Carefully with 2 fingers, he reaches out, takes it. He's being very careful because after his encounter with the lightning, he's realized that the smaller races aren't quite as durable as he thought they were. So he's trying at least. And he pops it into his mouth, chews for a second, and just for a split moment, this dumb, slow-ass troll has the look of a genius on him. Goes, these more sauce, a little undercooked, how bad?
Oh, you're a chef.
I dabble.
Yeah, I've always thought that they skimp a little on the sauce down here a little bit.
It's not
Well,
the deepest pizza.
if you're not interested in pizza, we're also getting paid in some pogs, if you know what those are.
Don't taste too bad.
Hogs are technically in-universe little insects. I'm just joking about collecting the set because it's funny.
It is funny. Well,
They
if
look like
that's
little
what you
jeweled
want,
pill bugs.
she kind of pinches the bridge of her nose and said, "Well, if that's what you want to do with them, that's fine. They're your pogs."
It just shrugs, goes, "Ma'am, Rob's job. I got nothing to do."
All right. Well, you want to follow me back up the stairs? They got some more information up there.
Do the stairs look like they can handle his weight?
They do, yeah. They're pretty sturdy.
Okay, good.
They do groan and protest a lot. Like, if the stairs had voices, it'd be, come on, man. Why are you doing this? Why you gotta do this? I got a wife and kids.
He's like 600. He's like 600 pounds plus, man.
They are, yeah. Some of these stairs, after you step, kind of bowed in a little bit from the dry rot over the years. It's like, it's all right. We replace them when we break them. All right. You get up to the top and find Schmorgan's little neon insect-filled sign. You have a little trouble fitting through the doorway, actually. In fact, roll me. Let's say this is an athletics check.
Oh, joy. Oh, there's acrobatics.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah, you need.
Oh,
You no longer has the door. Roll an athletics for me.
You tried to spring jump through the no.
You attempt a swan dive.
Okay.
Oh, that's only a little better.
Oh no!
oh.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, his door frame is now perfectly troll shaped. If you just bulldoze through it without any trouble. So, well, I suppose I do need to accommodate for larger people. This actually might save me some work in the long run. So, like, wow, you were not kidding about this one being a big fella.
She peeks
little-
around and said, "Yep."
Saki scratches the side of his head and goes, but that was a door hair.
I just caught that. Okay. So he just kind of, Schmorgan just kind of nods, stroking his white beard, and just looks up at you and goes, yeah, you look exactly right for the job. Listen, you know what a mind flayer is?
Like squirty time. Don't taste too good.
They do not at that from what I've heard. Tastes like ink. All right.
I like that he knows what my flirt tastes like.
What, you don't?
Troll. It's a troll. They eat nearly everything,
No, I
including
meant-
rocks.
I meant the gnome.
I mean,
So, it's like, well, it's like, care to make a few pogs?
He just shrugs. Sure.
It's like, well, there's a mind flayer monastery that our good friend Shin here knows the way to. These fine fellas have all decided to go along and potentially find out a bit about what's inside. Apparently, this is highly urgent and pays more pogs. Like, how many pogs there are here? You open. You notice this. Do you have visible? Are your chef's tools visible?
Sure, they're like in a pouch hanging off his side.
Well, he notices them. I assume they're not clean. They probably have sauces.
Oh, no. He does take care of his equipment. Not much else, but his equipment he takes care of.
So are there like food stains on the bag itself, the satchel, and everything around them?
Yes, and probably his, not really his shirt, but his, like, I don't know what his pelt wearings.
his outfit.
His quilt. That's how he sent it to me. Is he said he's wearing
Yeah.
a quilt.
I was, like,
Yeah.
sleep deprived, so I don't know if my description was anything.
Yeah, it's like a quilt that you're wearing as a kilt.
Yes.
All right.
Sure, let's go.
All right. So, fantastic. Now, I will warn you, it's a little on the heavy side and get there fairly quickly. Apparently, the warding on the box only lasts so long. They were very, very serious about making sure it doesn't open. Something about dire consequences. I don't know, but mind players want it, apparently. Either way, the pogs were enough to keep me in an agreeable mood, so you get back to it and get back here, and those pogs are yours. Apparently, they said they'll be back around in a couple of days to provide the reward. They gave me a little bit up front, though, and I think this will be enough of an incentive. And he hands all of you 5,000 pogs, which is a lot.
Yeah. I just put that in the GP category.
Yep. One pog is worth 5 gold, basically.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now, while this is all going on, talking about how it might have potentially come from the surface, discussing a few more details, asking questions. Asag, can you roll me a wisdom save?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice. Okay. Now, unbeknownst to your characters, Asag has been on the rooftop the whole time, following you guys stealth style. That mention of the surface world actually got his attention. But he decided to observe from a distance, come in immediately and be open about it. But hearing all this talk about the surface and all that, it makes you experience a few memories that you're not so keen on. You flash back a little bit. Some somber music starts to play in your head. You hear the voice of Kiefer Sutherland in your head, talking about how you're here just to suffer. And without you realizing it, the ceiling over you guys' head starts to sizzle a little bit. It's like, what in the blazes? And as it says blazes, a perfectly U-shaped hole opens up and you fall down and land, thanks to that roll, right on top of the box.
Yeah. Hey, it's not even a nat one.
Oh, trust me. Trust me, and that one would have been worse.
Is the box sizzling too?
Oh, no. The box is actually surprisingly in okay. But it definitely was rattled. You could see a faint chip in one of the wardings, funny enough, in a very etched tongue that, no, none of you would know this language. One of the wardings disappears. So like, oh dear, that is certainly an enlightening thing right there. And on the note of that, why the bloody hell?
What was that you cut out?
Cut out.
Sorry. I need to do something about this mic. All right. Schmorgan kind of just looks at the disappeared ward and goes, that is a very enlightening thing. And what the hell did you do to my roof?
oh wait. I did not mean to do that.
The fires dissipate, and Asag just glares at the whole room. Not happy that this happened again.
Hello to you too.
I take it this is the flaming bug fella.
Oh, he's a friend.
You know, you heard of me?
Yeah, your mutual friend here told me about you. You've helped her out of a scrape or two, and vice versa.
We have had some mutually sided conflicts.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Right over there.
Ugh.
DM's dying.
Don't die yet.
Roll a save. All right. I passed my death save. I'm good. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so back to that. I am so sorry. I thought my mic was turned off.
It's okay.
It happens.
Okay, continue.
As I said, we've had some mutually allied upon conflicts.
You need a legends there?
Asag just looks at her,
I don't think they would work.
looks at the camera.
So I don't think he has quite the mouth parts required for something like that. Do you have some you use for that? Honey works. I happen to know for a fact there's a great.
This is normal.
Gotcha. Well, interested in making a few pogs?
No. But what is this thing you brought from the surface?
Well, I wish I knew myself entirely. It was brought here by a flump. Said something about how it needed to get over to the Mind Flayer Monastery as quickly as possible. Thing is that he looks at the rest of it. We got the beginnings of a decent little expeditionary force, but if you live out that way, I don't need to tell you, it is not the most pleasant of routes.
Oh, the old Drake has been around again too.
It's like, has he
Not
now?
me none, but might find all of you quite a snack.
It's like, Drakes, eh? It wasn't aware there was nothing like that down here. Thought all the dragons went away ages ago.
Well, this ain't your ordinary Drake. One resembles my kind of it. Has a taste for the large folk. He gestures over to Sakamore.
Just kind of raises an eyebrow at that. Huh?
Don't get caught in that web. Else you're gonna be there the whole season before it decides it's gonna want to bite out of you.
Unless I eat it first.
Like
You
the
sure you don't need a lozenge?
I imagine
Well,
you're just maintaining eye contact now.
Shin has her hand over her face and is just closing her eyes like,
And Snootworth is studying this encounter curiously.
Never mind.
Well, how's about Schmorgan walks forward and pats you on your insect thigh. So, like,
Hey,
how's
Baron.
about you do get a slight. He pats Asag on the thigh. So,
Hey,
how's
Baron.
about we make an arrangement where your cut of the pogs pays for the damages you just did to my roof?
Asag just throws him a bag of pogs anyways.
It's like,
The whole
ah.
set.
It's like, well, it's like,
The whole set. I have 3 more bags from other failed adventurers back in my hovel. I have no use for that damn thing.
now it sounded like you did need a lozenge. A deep lozenge. All right.
This guy voice, that pun was bad and you should feel bad.
The Sky Voice regrets nothing. All right, so
Yeah, Zach has quite a bit, but he just lives in a hovel.
just a literal hole in the wall.
Yep. He
All
likes
right,
it
so-
that way.
Mm-hmm. So, well, so if you make it over there too, Pabina, I'm sure one of them might be able to. If you manage to talk your way to them, they might be able to show you. Or if you really want to know for yourself, you could open it and say it was damaged in transport. I mean, I never got any official contracts or nothing. All I heard was get it there as quickly as you can. There's a lot of room for leeway in that.
well, one
If
of
the
them.
surface is intruding again, we should at least have the knowledge of what they're intending.
Maybe it's an artificial brain replacement, and they're really hungry.
Could very well be. Everything I heard, they use meditation to forego their need for brains. But that could just be an old wives' tale they tell to get go out there so they can eat said brains. But, well, either way, hogs are good, so that's all I care about. You all get out.
Also,
Go
when
ahead.
Zach mentioned surface intruding, he slammed his stick down, and the 2 hats dangling off of his stick bob back and forth. So if anyone you know common, and
Oh,
can roll a perception check.
Ooh.
Standard
Ooh.
common.
I know that, so.
Snootworth, you don't see anything because it's under 10, but Shin, there is some writing in common, but it's covered in the resin to make sure the baubles aren't burnable. It starts with both of the hats start with an S, with the words on them.
Hmm.
Ska something.
She takes note of that and turns away. Your business is your business.
And on the note of business, I suppose we've dawdled enough. All y'all be careful out there. It is not the safest trip, but if you two, he looks over at you pair, are selfish enough to run with Shin here, well, you'll be just fine. As for you two, looks over at Charlie and Snootworth, goes, I can trust you two will be able to provide a decent vantage point, make sure nothing gets the drop on you. And you, I assume, can make sure any potential magical mishaps of this crate are avoided.
I shall do my best.
Charlie
No
stands on
promises.
one leg and salutes with her other foot.
That's a distinctive image, thank you. So, alrighty then. The Pogs will be waiting for you when you get back. Best of luck. So, if not, well, I'll just lie and say you delivered it and take the Pogs for myself.
Full disclosure, I like that in a man.
It's like, they call me Honest Schmorgan for a reason.
Full of heart, Schmorgan. Full of heart.
Mm-hmm.
I am at that. Alrighty then. Off you get. And so you all depart from Schmorgan's. Which of the two of you are carrying responsibility? It's like Ark of the Covenant
Zach has
size.
his hands on his stick, so I imagine Sophomore.
Yep.
It's about Ark of the Covenant sized.
Each is going to heft it up on his shoulder and walk off.
Alrighty then. Very good. Okay. You make your way out of town. Blightcap's denizens, mostly races similar to your own. It's like there's a lot of troglodytes and deep gnomes. It's like not many in the way of drow. No Thrykeen to speak of at all. Trolls either. Just kind of watch you go. There's a few goblins. Some of them are kind of taking note, wondering. When they see the first ones of the group passing by, they think, I wonder if I could lift that off of them. Then they see the fucking Thrykeen walking by, leaving behind, I assume, flaming footprints on the ground.
Yep.
It's like,
Passive intimidation.
oh shit, 26.
Oh.
Hashtag nope.
Yeah, fucking not touching that. Yeah, congratulations. You are not.
Also, on the stick there are few goblin skulls too.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you make your way westward down the familiar path that Shin knows. What order are you guys going?
Well,
The Zach's gonna probably is the one guiding them through the damn place. So
yeah, me
They both-
and Assad would be up front, I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
What about the rest of it?
Snootworth, I imagine, is in the middle, guarded from both sides because he knows he's not really good in the fighting. He's just like, yeah, need some protection. Some protection.
You're just here for the research.
And though he's
Alright.
quick in a fight, Saki is at meandering speed, which is troll slow. He's kind of just like petting the little ghostly centipede that's draped around his shoulders and muttering like deep baby talk to it as they're
Aw.
And Charlie's just circling overhead.
All right, flying overhead. Okay, that's not a bad party arrangement. Okay, so you guys make your way. You pass back through the battleground. You guys fought the dire slizzards in, so you can still see the scorch marks.
yeah, Zach's hovel's just upriver from that.
Alrighty.
If you
You
roll a
do
perception
pass.
check, you can see the dialysis is called mounted and cooking on his near it.
If anyone wants to see that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm always up for failing any perception roll. Precision, performance, perception. Oh fuck, never mind.
Yeah, you see it. You just see literally a hole in the side of the hollow wall with a ton of bubbles and skulls and shit just sticking out.
He probably
All
smelled it.
surrounding area is burnt.
He probably smelled it, honestly.
Yeah, you could probably smell this from here.
Oh yeah, troll noses are woof.
Yeah.
All right, you guys make your way across the alleyway, river. It's like and all manner of things that had we more time, the DM would provide a more detailed account. This is an abridged D&D session. You can tell by the dialogue. All right, so you make your way. And you come across, as you pass by us, come across a pair of tunnel openings. One of them looks fairly recent compared to the older one that you guys no doubt traveled through before. I know at the very least Shin has. If she's been close enough to see Pabina herself before, she knows that the older tunnel is there. The newer tunnel, actually, you don't know anything about it. It looks, roll knowledge natures, if you will.
Everybody?
Roll survival.
Survival would work as well, yes.
I'll go knowledge nature. I actually have that trained.
Damn it, Asag, you live out here. You should know this.
It's
It ain't my hole. I don't give a shit.
oh wow.
It ain't my hole.
All right, so it's like okay, yeah, a couple of you did pretty good. Okay, yeah, this thing was definitely made by this newer hole was definitely made by something organic, probably involving acid at some point, and probably involving very large claw.
Whatever it is, we avoid it.
So it's like both ways seem to lead the proper direction. You just have no idea where the newer. That said, the older tunnel is definitely also not the safest you've ever been down. It's occasionally got some nasties in there. This is a untamed location outside of Blightcap.
We don't know where the other one goes. Go with. I walk down this tunnel every other week.
I've been down here. It's not the best, but at least I know what's in it.
All right, so is that a vote for take the familiar path?
Absolutely.
Very good, very good. Very good. All righty. You enter into this tunnelway. It's a pretty wide cave walkway. It's been worn out by just eons and eons of time and decay and water dripping. You can feel the moisture in the air as you pass through. There's a bit of a chill to the touch. The narrow tunnels of the Underdark.
Where it's just steam and it feels all muggy like Georgia or Florida.
Good, Asag's giving us all swamp ass.
Good, good. And all your clothes are now sticky.
Ugh.
Okay, as you make it down the tunnel, roll perception checks for me.
Alrighty.
Oh Lord, this is not going to end well.
Oh, hey, that's
Oh.
pretty, Asag.
Oh, very good. Asag, this actually is very in character. Some of you actually roll pretty well here. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Trolls are
Shin,
proficient.
you immediately hear something that you know is not a good noise. You stop everyone with the raised hand. It's like, Asag, you know more than just what it is. You know exactly what's causing it. It sounds like a pair of hook horrors fighting over a meal.
Oh, their territories overlap again. I wonder who's gonna win this time.
And now we're going to go over to a map.
A map.
like magic.
Yep,
Oh, hey, we're actually underground.
yep.
Oh, those are some big boys.
Bean boys.
Yep. A few feet away from you. It's a little down there, but with dark vision and whatnot, you can see. A pair of very large, creepy-looking, purple-skinned, beaked mammal insectoid hybrids with large hook-like hands. They're fighting over some scraps of meat. Looks like a large dead insect of some kind. And They are definitely squabbling with each other at the moment. So, what do you do?
Regularly chase one of these off. But if we have this thing, we might as well try to avoid them.
Avoidance does seem like the best idea here.
They are definitely distracted, right?
Yeah.
That said, hook horrors have echolocation, so currently that's kind of muddled up by the sounds of shrieking and attacking. So while that's going on, if you're all electing to go your own way around, roll some stealths.
Oh, goody.
Okay.
Hi! Trolls are known for their stealthiness. Apparently! Jesus, Sasag.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Let me roll stealth.
Damn.
Come
He
on.
has
Wow.
an 8 in stealth, by the way.
This is
Dog
kind of
just
a...
rolls like shit.
Casey has 7. Wow.
Yeah, but I also have advantage on stealth.
Oh, never mind. So
Oh,
she's
yeah, that's
fine.
right. It's a feature of your thing, yeah. Well, yeah, you'd be the one making the leap. So... Okay,
And
everybody
I
rolled...
can move up to 10 feet in the open without revealing myself, so
Well, in that case, yeah, all of you managed to sneak past them. You all rolled higher than a 10.
Nice.
So I think it's I'm characterizing it as the Sag knows at least these two before, so he's probably
Yeah,
chased them off his hole. Every
Yeah,
now
you
and again.
probably fought these two before, yeah. Alrighty.
what are their names?
I don't know. I call him asshole.
Apt name.
Alrighty. You guys managed to safely skirt past the pair of critters fighting. And as you do, roll me a perception one more time with advantage.
Ooh, advantage.
Would this include scent?
17.
Or
Does this include
smell?
what?
Reveal-
No, not in this case. It's smell.
Oh, that's an 8. Meh.
You just keep having Vietnam flashbacks. You just look at that box, and every time it's the surface.
Yeah.
Asag has killed and has seen many of his other kind killed.
Yeah, you're just getting images of roasted bugs on spits. Okay, yeah. Even with that, I'll allow it. None of you are gonna. Okay, as they're fighting, one of them crashes into one of the rock walls, just shrieks out with this loud clicking noise, and the earth behind it rumbles, and a pair of enormous chitinous arms break out of the wall and grab it by the neck.
Oh shit!
Oh.
What?
Time to haul ass, boys!
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
It's like an Umber Hulk that was nesting nearby breaks out and starts tearing ass into the other two. Now it's a full-on battle royale. You guys sit and watch or move on from. Either way, you're safe.
Does Asag recognize this one?
Roll me a perception with advantage again.
Oh boy!
16.
16.
Oh. Yeah, it's the one. You recognize the scar mark. Yeah, you recognize this old bull. He is not fond of people coming into his area where he chooses to sleep.
Another time.
That one's crabby. Move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would know him too. He's kind of a famous denizen around this particular number Hulk, known for being capable of being calm. But usually you have to prove strength to him first. Okay, so you guys managed to move on. From there,
It's how Asag minus their previous fight was Asag trying to set up nest and the other Hulk getting cranky over it.
Yeah, you kind of earned your nest spot after that. Okay, so as you manage to skirt your way past that encounter, careful, making sure that everything in your way and nothing potentially gets into a bad sway, and trying to avoid any other fights you come across. You eventually come across a larger, more open area, and you are immediately accosted verbally with, "Have at ye, foul knave! I'll let you know you face the great Bernie Danza."
Fucking what?
Bony Danza? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, I
Okay.
love skeletons.
Would I know these idiots?
No, you would not.
What the
Like,
fuck?
what you come across as you enter into this new chamber. There, you see a skeleton warrior holding an axe, swinging at a stalagmite, just feverishly swinging at it, trying to hit it. It's not responding at all. It's like, what ho? Like, oh, hello there, hello there. The great Bernie Danza greets you. Kind of strides forward. It's like, oh, don't be shy. Come along, introduce yourself, Rot. And out shambles this undead creature with 4 hoof-like limbs below and 2 humanoid torso above it.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
It's like, I don't believe we've the pleasure of being introduced. It's like, you're of the upper crust. So nice to meet you. I'm one of the skelefolk from down below. The name is the great Bernie Danza, hero of all skelekind. And this here is my trusty squire / steed, Rot Scapula.
I love it. I love it so much.
The centaur just...
Are they speaking Undercommon or Common?
They're speaking Undercommon.
Ah.
He still sounds like a old-timey radio announcer / Skeletor.
Oh my god.
But you're so eloquent, Rot. It moves me to tears. What brings you out here? Might I advise you, though, to be careful, whatever it is. He creeps back over to the stalagmite and points at it and says, this thing's up to fucking no good.
What the?
Uh,
Oh, the stalagmite.
Oh,
That's the
God.
stalagmite
Can I-
facing me.
So, let me. Asag is going to roll a knowledge nature
Do it.
or survival. Come on. 21. Is it what
Ooh.
Asag thinks it might be?
Best you can tell, it looks like just a normal rock. But Boney Denza clearly believes otherwise. He takes another swing at it. Yeah!
Can the stalagmite see me?
No, it cannot.
In that case, I want to make a sneak attack against it.
Do it. That hits. It's a rock. It doesn't have much in the way of AC. 7 piercing. You shoot a rock. It's like, many thanks for the assistance, feathered friend. The great Boney Danza shall remember your assistance in the days to come. Song shall be written in your honor. As soon as I'm done killing this bitch. Yeah!
oh my god. Oh my god.
Godspeed, Bony Man. Godspeed.
Pray tell, what brings you fine travelers to this part of the Underdark? Yeah! He just says in between swings.
We're
They're
just
on an escort mission.
Some mind flayers ordered takeout.
It's like, mind flayers, you say? Like, those weird tentacly folk? The ones that cover their mouths like heathens?
Yeah, those guys.
yeah, those guys.
It's like, well, that sounds like quite a noble adventure, but my duty is to say whatever foe is in front of me. And that currently is this monster. It's like, Rot, show them what you're made of. It's like, it's okay, Rot, we all have anxieties. Like,
No one's
you're
here to
doing-
judge you, Rot.
It's like, he just kind of walks over and pats the zombie. Don't worry, the flesh will slew off your fine skeleton out of you. It's like, he has some rather traumatic memories he is trying to suppress currently. We're talking about it in therapy. Like, I can't have a squire with issues. What kind of knight would that make me? The great Boney Danza.
Well, at least he's getting help.
Oh,
Like, indeed, indeed. Well, if,
I'm gonna say as a shaman, can Saki sense any like spiritual essence coming off the rock?
you
think it
can
might-
try and sense it, but you don't feel anything. It just feels like a rock.
All right. Because
I mean,
he's
you
wondering
do
if.
feel some magical energy coming off of crystals over here, but
Oh,
that's pretty much a common thing
Asagi
around
going
these
to fire
parts.
a fireball at the rock as he passes.
Firebolt at the rock. That hits the rock. All right, 5 fire damage. All right, combined with Boney's repeated axe strikes, you knock a chunk off of that rock. Like, haha! A well-placed shot, my fine chitinous friend. It's like, you are almost made of the superior substance, but I think we'll get along just fine. He reaches out and shakes your hand. He instantly catches fire. There is no visible reaction from him at all. So like,
it's now
splendid.
a flaming skeleton.
It's like, splendid.
Asag, since he's old, cautiously and suspicious, hesitates but accepts it.
Excellent. It's like, most firm grip you've got there. Love the claws. It's like, now then, how about you? Do it, Rot. Good. It's like, very good, very good. I saw a crack.
Since everybody else is doing it, Saki will take a smack at the rock and, anyways,
Roll to hit the rock.
we'll put down his thing so he can do a nice two-handed swing.
Oh, you put down the box?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that will hit, but before that, roll me dexterity. Straight dexterity.
I
Oh, no.
don't think I threw it down.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll count that.
Hey.
That's fine. You do set it down
Oh,
gingerly
shit.
enough.
sorry.
That's fine. I'll count it.
All right.
You got to be we're conscious of time here. All right, so
I'll roll damage then.
not bad at all. Okay, yeah, you really take a good sized chunk out of that rock. You can
Does-
see some cracks starting to spider its way up the stalagmite.
Does a chunk fall off it?
A little bit.
He takes that chunk and then he immediately pops it in his mouth and just starts crunching.
It's salty.
We've done more damage to the rock than Lizzie and Ralph combined.
Not bad.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like a most excellent bit of wordplay and referential. Oh, my name isn't Bernie Danza. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's done. Sheath weapons, pick up box, and head off.
Alrighty. Oh, and I feel it only fair to warn you. Attacking oh so nefarious rock. It's like, there was a hunting party of your people actually up ahead. They asked me for directions.
Is he talking to Shin?
Yes.
Oh, God damn it.
They were hunting some of those large lizardy things, the ones that mortals like to hang in museums. It's like a very improper use of a skeleton if you're... I mean, they're just so lifeless looking. Yeah!
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
best friend was a fossil. Eh.
Good. No.
Oh my
Well-
god, it's like Papyrus and Skeletor to the fusion dance.
It is. Holy shit. Okay,
With a
well,
little bit of Lady Melusine.
Hmm?
I thank you for the warning, Mr. Danza. But
You're most welcome. It's like, I shall remember your day. I shall remember day. Come along, Rot. It's like, I think this rock has suffered enough. We must find another. He just jumps on top of the centaur and they both just ride off together. Back the way you came. None of you have actually seen much in the way of skeleton folk. They live down deeper in the Underdark and rarely come this far up. Okay, so the two
Must
of them
be
ride off.
must
They
be
move
some-
at like... Okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Okay.
I was just gonna make a dumb quip. It's fine.
Gotcha. One thing to note about the moving, Rod is moving at the slow zombie. And Boney Danza is holding his battle axe forward in a very triumphant pose as they just kind of awkwardly barely move off at a walking pace into the darkness. It takes them a couple of minutes.
A very good show. A very good show indeed.
There are some nice bars.
Don't see them up here too often.
Oh,
Very nice encounter. All the same. I wish them well.
yep.
Rocks must be really freaking dangerous down there.
Oh, you pass by that stalagmite there, you do. I see. I see.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so
Oh.
let me see here. Let me see here.
Oh no.
I thought so.
Should have said something, dude.
The old
Okay.
bait and switch.
Okay.
There's a reason
oh.
why a dog took them hitting a rock seriously.
Yeah,
Keep them
I'm
down here. Oh shit, he rolled high too. Okay. Assuming a 24 hits you, Shin.
Before we
It does,
start,
yes.
I need to go to the bathroom. Sorry.
Okay, go
Yeah,
to the
me
bathroom.
too.
I'm
Hold
assuming
on, I'll go as well.
Yes, fire breaks.
I'm assuming most underground races know about what this thing is.
Oh yeah, they're a very common. Well, no, they're not a common nuisance, but they're just common enough to where they tell everybody
Yeah.
when they're young, be careful around stalagmites.
Yeah, they're infamous, I'd say.
Yep, they're thought of about the same way as I'd say most people would think of them in very similar equivalents to like black bears up here on the East Coast. They'll just show up if you leave something out, and they'll take it, and they can be very dangerous if you get too close. Oh, I'm
That's
glad
why
I
I
got at least.
That's why I was walking around it, by the way.
They have a reach of 50 feet. Did you know that?
No, I did not know
Jesus.
that they reached that far. But that is why I was walking around it this way.
Wow, 50 feet, eh? There's almost nothing in this area he can't hit.
Yeah,
Wait,
those
what?
tentacles. A roper has a
Yes.
50-foot range for its tendril attack.
Oh shit.
There's nothing in this area he can't hit, except for right here, which is 55. That's it. Everything else is his.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no crap. This area is his domain. All of it.
Yep, poor Boney. Just did not notice.
I'm guessing it didn't bother to attack the skeleton because it's smart enough to realize no food.
Yep, there's no meat on the Skelefolk, plus nothing. His hand would still be animate inside and just stab him. And eating a zombie is just bad mojo all around. Nothing happened. Oh, I'm so glad I got to introduce those two.
They're great. I love them.
Mhm.
Bony
I-
Danza, you motherfucker.
I very much hope we get to meet them with the main cast.
Potentially.
I'm just imagining Arana and Boney Danza just going off together to do shows and shit.
Oh my god.
Now you shall see the amazing Bernie Danza. Amazing bear. He's like juggling his own body. You try it, Ross. Toss me an arm.
Oh my god.
These two.
Oh, holy shit. I did not, yeah, I was walking around the other stalagmite on purpose, but I did not know they could reach that fucking far.
That they can. At this point, I might as well reveal him because a tentacle just came out at you. The good thing is the tentacle attack doesn't do damage. It just grapples you.
Oh moly.
Yeah, you might want to move away from there, Snootsworth. Because, well, not that it would really matter. He could still grapple you from pretty much anywhere on the.
Yeah, it's the thing of not being directly in its mouth.
Yeah.
Yep. The goal is to try and escape, basically. This thing gets a. Ropers are almost kind of scary for their CR.
What CR are they?
They're CR5. And they get 4 attacks. Actually, no, they get 5 attacks.
So that's where
Jesus.
Serac the Preparer wound up.
Alright, I'm back.
Woo!
Back.
Welcome
All right, that's everybody. Okay. Shin, you are grappled as the stalagmite suddenly comes to life.
Of
And
course.
sprouting an enormous maw, the tentacles wrapping around your arm, attempting to pull you in. So you won't be able to go until your turn, but on the note of turns, roll initiative, everybody.
Hi ho.
Also, it took me so long because dinner was also done when I arrived out there to go to the bathroom. So I
Gotcha,
brought it
gotcha.
back with me.
All right, initiative.
So I'm
Nice.
having dinner and a show.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Whoops. I need to grab a Starks token.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, I
I'm trying to
remembered
find.
this time.
Where is
we go.
initiative on the sheet? Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Basically,
Hey!
I need
Okay,
to
it's,
roll again because I wasn't focused on Sag's token.
yeah, you have to click on the token. You know, it brings up little circles, and then on your sheet, click that. Click
And
the
I'll
There
let
we
this
go.
up to 14.
If you do
Okay.
that, it automatically adds you.
There
I'm
we go.
guessing Shin's dexterity is higher than yours.
I have
Oh,
a
I'm
dexterity
guessing-
of 20.
Yeah, no. Yeah, okay. There's a 9 there. Okay, you are all on the initiative.
I
Okay,
think
which
I
of
am
you?
higher than Saki's, though. I have a 5 in dex.
That you do. This guy actually, you actually, oh my god, do, but he has a minus, so that's a 13. Okay, let me move it.
Oh, I need to.
Hey, not on first.
And let me add this in.
Yeah.
Okay, Aswag, it's your turn. This roper just snagged your combat bro.
Options.
Didn't do any damage, but she's currently immobilized and trying to pull her in towards its gaping mouth.
All right, Asaki's gonna move up to here and fly into a rage.
All right. Ooh, right up on it. Good. You're in a rage.
Yep, 10 feet all around it is now covered in fire.
Nice.
And ladies and gentlemen, Asaki is a Storm Herald Barbarian.
Yeah, those are fun.
Oh
That
my
is
god!
not-
The guy who's been on fire all day is now on fire.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Second
No,
attack.
that does not hit, obviously. Oh wow, that doesn't hit either. Yeah, you take out your ass stick, you swing at it a couple of times, and nothing doing. It just hits
fire
rock.
damage anyway. So if
Yes,
if
he
the
does.
So the tentacle's holding Shen.
Shin.
Yep. Well, the tentacles don't actually retract when they take damage. It'll be on her turn. On her turn, because of the fire, I will disadvantage it gives on grapples to escape. So it'll just be a straight roll. Yes, that is the official rule. Okay, is that all you can
And
do?
I am flying like 5 feet above it, but its tentacles probably have a good reach.
Oh, its tentacles have a reach of 50 feet.
All right, that won't
Yeah.
matter.
Everything in this area is his.
Yep, okay. Saki?
Let's see. Saki is going to avoid the fire because he remembers that from last time. Move up around like to here. That's not wrong button. It's 20 feet. Boop, 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 pop. And then he's going to let me see here. If I slash at the tentacle, would I be doing damage to it, or would it is that like a separate?
What's I forgot to add my 2+ strength. So would a 12 hit it?
No, not even
Okay.
remotely close.
Would attacking the tentacle be like a separate entity, or is it part of
It's
the?
part of the same thing, but you
Okay.
can roll to attack it.
Well, he's gonna try and just battle axe chop through the tentacle.
Okay, go for it.
Hoi. Got a decent to hit.
That hits.
You roll really fucking well. Damn it, Saki.
You're motivated. Have you eaten Roper before? Shit, man.
I'm gonna say probably, because Roper's tough. Like if 5 trolls ganged up on it, that fucker's going down.
Oh yeah, well 5 trolls could take a lot of things. Okay, yeah. Okay, for that I am gonna say you succeed, Shen. You're no longer grappled.
Okay.
You just take out the axe and you swing down, you cut clean through that tendril. It just rears back and shrieks, briefly opening all of its orifices and extending its tentacles, and quickly retracting them because, oh shoot, there's fire.
At that, Saki raises his axe above his legs. Oi, Roper sandwiches on the house, boys!
It's like, oh shit, this troll can handle himself. Okay, Shen. Oh, no,
It's,
wait, it's Snootsworth's turn
it's
first.
Snootsworth, yeah.
Snootsworth,
Hey. Hello.
it's you, boo. What you gonna do?
All right. If I cast fireball. Oh, what? Hold on. Let me double check fireball. I don't want to.
Fireball would hit all 3 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's not do that.
Fireball has a good radius. Yeah, no.
It's like a 20, 25 foot, I think.
I think it's
I think
20.
it's
Yeah.
20.
I don't
Okay.
get fire resistance until next level.
Oh.
So yeah, they'd be taking a lot of D8. On the other hand, though, the roper would take a lot too.
I'll go a step below and cast Firebolt.
Firebolt, cantrip. Okay, does not hit, unfortunately.
Ah.
It kind of gets blown out by Asag's bigger fire as it gets close.
Curses!
All right, anything else?
Nah. I'm done. I'm good.
All right, Shin, it is now your turn.
If I move away, will I be disengaging?
Not really. It's the tendril attack is kind of a special thing. It doesn't surprise rounds. Part of it, it's not a damaging attack. The only way to not get an attack of opportunity is, well, you'd get an attack of opportunity if you were within 5 feet of it,
Okay.
because that's the range of its bite.
Okay, I will.
So you're fine if you want to move away.
I'll move right up here, and then I will
Good.
attack it.
Excellent.
Okay, so also I'm going to do my bonus action of doing this.
Hunter's mark. Nice. Oof. Taking an extra 4 damage. That hits.
Okay.
7 plus 4, 11. Again with the 11s.
Okay. And I do that again, right? At
Yes.
this level.
That also hits.
Oof.
15 damage. Damn.
Damn.
Oof.
Yeah, she's pissed after it trapped her there.
No means
Yeah,
no.
I can imagine. I imagine there is a really like an anime smirk on her face, where her face is even darker than usual, and you can just see her eyes. All right.
Deep inside, the roper knows he done fucked up.
So it was at this moment that the roper. All right, Charlie.
Okay, let's see how. Damn, I'm actually really far away from it.
Crossbows have a pretty decent range, and you did sneak attack simply because Asag's there.
I was gonna try and Okay, I am actually further than 50 feet away from it right now, and within range. If it already has a sneak attack, then
Yep.
I'm just going to give it another shot.
You can
Does
move
not
then
hit,
attack.
unfortunately. Yeah, you can, but if you move within 50 feet, it could tentacle you. I will say now that you have moved away and you're obscured in the darkness, it can't see you anymore, Shin.
Yep.
You got so close that it kind of could sense you right in that moment.
Yeah, that means that I do get advantage on attack rolls from now.
Yep.
It cannot see me.
All right, that does not hit. So anything else you want to do?
Hello?
Charlie?
Oh,
Nothing else?
I don't think there's anything else I can do right now.
Alrighty then, we're back up to the roster. I actually skipped the Roper's turn because I did that surprise round and didn't think about it. He technically goes after Saki. So I'll remember that this time. Asag, it is your turn.
Come on, roll good this time.
That
there we
hits.
go.
There.
Ooh. Nice.
Oof, 12 damage. Not bad at all.
That's +2 because he's raging.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, 14 damage.
14?
That one does not hit though.
14
Alright,
does not hit.
Okay, so
What's its AC? 16?
I'll tell you after it's beaten or after you guys run.
I'm betting 17.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Ropers are pretty well armored.
All right, is that all you can do? He also takes the passive fire damage,
Yep.
and he's definitely feeling it. He is taking some hits. He's looking wounded. He no longer passes as a stalagmite. Okay. 6. And as he's flaming and shrieking in pain, roll for me some perceptions again.
Okay.
Perceptions, you say? All right. Hold on.
Stalagmites don't bleed unless they have stalagmata.
Oh, yeah.
Still like that. Fucking damn it.
Oh, man.
Hey!
Good perceptions all around. Really good perceptions all around. Okay,
Jesus
that's
Christ,
actually
Saki.
perfect.
Jesus, he's rolling well.
Yeah, amazingly. You all did really good on that roll. Hey, yeah. Echoing through the chamber, you suddenly hear, "Oh, the foul scoundrel tricked us! Ride forth, rot!"
He'll get here in
Cavalry
5
is here.
minutes. He'll get here in
Okay.
5 minutes.
Look, they're in 30 minutes. What are you talking about?
And they enter into the field of battle. Let's get him, rot. This rock won't fool us this time. He's going to use his action since they just entered in to dash. His range is 30 again, so that puts him right here.
You know what this
Rot's
means?
movement speed isn't very high.
So you know what this means? The Roper actively watched them hack at that rock for like maybe half an hour. Just sitting there watching these idiots just stab at a rock.
I imagine at one point he pulled a Woody Allen camera. You believe these guys?
Maybe like reached over with the tentacle, just tossed a rock at it to encourage them to keep fighting the rock.
It's like, no, an assault. At ye.
I kind of don't want this Roper to die now.
He attacked.
You can choose to run if you want to, but
Nah.
He touched
attacked
me.
Fair. Yeah.
Also, Zach's in a rage, so I don't think running is in his vernacular right now.
it is not.
Yeah, our barbarian is raging. We're not going anywhere.
And I'm not abandoning our new bony friend.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure they'd be fine. But,
enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
You guys don't know how strong Boney actually is.
I'm pretty sure the Roper
Alright.
does not give a shit about them.
No, they have nothing they can give him except pain. Anyway, that's the Sag's turn. Saki?
Soccer. Well, I'm gonna stay at range considering that entire area is kind of fire-fucked at the moment. So let's do a chill touch.
Nice.
16. That hit?
That does not hit.
I knew it. 17. All right. So he basically just rolls a hand, just like a little bit of spiritual. Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, it just closes its eyes and retracts.
Just
Yeah.
kind of just.
It
wipes
kind of brings it a little bit of relief because of the fire. The Sag, I imagine that was a bit of a buzz.
Walked up and Lulu just gets a spray bottle, like one of those fans you pick out of a state fair, and it's like, and the Roper's like, oh.
It's
Oh, that's the good shit.
it's like chill touch is like necromantic energy, not like cold energy. But yeah.
I know, but it's funny to think of it that way.
Yeah, I gotcha. Anyways, Saki
Alright.
can't really do anything else. That's his turn.
All right, Boney actually rolled pretty high, but since he entered the prize round, he can't do anything. He'd technically go after you, so it is now the. All right, he is going to make. He gets 4 different tendril attacks. He's going to target. He's going to target the bug attacking him right now. Damn, son, he's rolling high. That is 26 to hit you.
Jesus.
Well,
Congratulations, Sag. You are officially.
Am I grappled?
Yeah, you are.
Yay! He takes poison damage now.
Yeah, he will take a d4 poison damage. So roll a d4 for me.
Ooh, boy.
I'm just imagining his slug goes and puffs up like a pufferfish with spines everywhere.
Swap.
Hey, that still counts. It definitely felt that. Okay, and since it did
And since he's on fire and poisoned.
oh yeah, for sure. And now, since he has you within range, he'll do the other tendril attacks in a second. But now he's going to make a bite. Okay, that
damage?
is. Let's see. For damage, gotta roll here. Oh, jeez.
Does the bite hit?
Let's see. Oh, fortunately, it does not.
Ha!
Okay, yeah, you managed to rest yourself away from him a little bit as the jaws snap really close.
When it drags him into its mouth, Zach pokes it in the eye
That works.
with one of his 3 arms, and he has 6.
That he does. All right. Yeah, it manages to avoid biting you, which is good. D8 attack. Okay, so the next tendril attack, he's going to attempt to grapple Saki, the troll who's been trying to hit him. Oh, that's an 11. That's not going to hit you. Realizing that's not going to work, he decides to go Professor.
Oh,
That's
correct.
a 18 to hit you.
Where's my AC on this sheet?
Pretty
Right
sure
up
that's
top.
going to hit you. Pretty sure that's going to hit you.
Yeah, that would hit me.
Yeah.
All right, you are
Yeah.
officially grappled.
Oh crap.
And as the
Friend.
last one, he's going to use Boney.
Goddamn skeleton.
God.
It's like goddamn skeleton.
And that's a 22. He actually succeeds. He grapples Boney, wraps around his armor, crunching it in a little bit. The skeleton is completely effective. Like, good, this saves me time.
Love this man.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
Is this Howard's ultimate fate?
The great
Oh,
Bonnie Danza.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna say these are the skeletons inspired by Howard.
All right. Professor, it is now your turn. In order to escape from a grapple, you have to a strength check.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
You also have disadvantage on it, fortunately, thanks to the nature of the attack.
Yeah.
So, Hail Mary.
Okay, I don't want to use create bonfire because that could hit our skeleton friends. So
You
I'm gonna
actually
try.
can't. You can't even attack. You have to roll.
Oh no. Okay,
He's got
Well-
your arms immobilized.
and this is a strength check too. This is not going well, guys. This will not end well. Yep.
Oh,
No.
that won't.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Shit
Oh.
face. I got to roll severity on that. I'm
Oh,
so
God.
sorry.
Oh, poor Snoot. Poor.
Oh, lucky you. That's a 4. Literally a 4 out of 100. That's a really low severity. Okay, yeah. It just squeezes you a little bit, and you make the squeaky toy noise.
I shouldn't laugh, but I feel compelled to.
It's not funny from here. Help.
All right, Shin, your turn.
Alright.
Oh, I'm in the same position and I find it fucking hilarious.
Okay. Another longbow. Still with the hunter's mark of 4, so.
Yep. That does not hit. Oh,
Yeah, I
even
have
with
advantage.
even with advantage, that doesn't hit.
A
So
19.
20 AC.
Yeah, these
Oh.
things have an AC of 20.
Oh.
Oh.
They can't move very fast.
One more. There we go.
That one matches. That one hits. Yeah, that one.
You mean they can't move at all, basically?
Well, they can move. They have a movement speed. It's just
Oh,
not
really?
much. Yeah. Okay, so
Jesus.
that's plus 4.
Yeah,
16.
Unexpectables, they fought a roper and panic scared it away.
Yeah,
With
I remember that.
dissonant, it whispers, yeah. Shit face. Okay, yeah, this thing is
Doros helped.
it is not looking good. It is really looking weak. Its tentacles are starting to be a little flaccid.
Good.
Can you not use
All right.
tentacles and flaccid?
I know exactly what I am doing when I use these words. All right, Charlie, it's your turn again.
Okay, thanks to my feats, I would still be considered hidden from it.
You are.
So I'm going to try my luck with that crossbow again.
You have advantage on that attack, don't you?
I think so.
Yeah,
If
you're
so-
behind it.
Then yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Roll for damage and then roll the 3d6. 8, not bad at all.
I roll sneak attack.
Ooh.
Not bad. Okay, yeah, it is so not looking. You shoot it right in the eye. It is not looking good. It is at death's door. And it is now Sag's turn. It's going to
Fire
take the
damage.
3 fire damage. It's dead yet, but it's feeling the fire.
Plus the D4 poison.
Oh, yeah. Roll that d4. Oh, so close.
It only has 1 health left.
Yep.
Oh,
Since my scythe arms are, can I use those?
You can. I'll allow it since I got 1 HP. That hits. It's dead.
Asag just jabs it into its eye and pulls it out with his scythe arm.
Very good. All right. Congratulations. The Sag disembowels the roper, and
Awesome.
it's fucking dead.
oh
Did I
yeah.
take any damage that time? All I was grappled.
Yeah, you were just grappled.
It just kind of flung us all around a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys did very well getting away from that. And
So
as it starts to wilt over and collapse, looking more and more phallic by the second, Boney just runs up and starts hacking away at it.
How about ye? I've had it with your foul trickery, shapeshifter.
Good job, Boney.
Mhm.
Saki is going to move to hack off some choice flank, I guess, to make the roper sandwiches he promised.
Alrighty, roll survival.
Oh, goody. He sucks at survival.
I'll come up and help.
In that case, survival with advantage.
Asag will take that too.
Hey, not bad at all. Okay, yeah.
Awesome.
With those advantages. Yeah, you all managed to get some good tendril meat. Sag, you got it. You imagine it might be pretty good if you treat it.
It's like using hunks of mushroom and a bit of spices, he makes like using the mushroom as like bread. He uses like some like very troll-sized roper sandwiches and
Very
passes
good.
them out to the peoples.
Very good, very good.
Oh, thanks, mate.
All
Asag is gonna take the eye and a few teeth.
Very good. You get the eye, and with that survival roll, I'll just say you get 3 of the roper's teeth.
He connects them to his stick.
Ah, yeah. More
And
bling for your
lacquers them
ass.
in the and lacquers them in the burn-proof resin.
Adorn
yeah.
that ass.
Adorn the ass.
I'm gonna do one of these.
All right. Oh, well, what were you trying to investigate?
Just looking to see mostly around if there was anything else in the hole.
Well, with that low roll, not that you can see.
Yeah, so
You still just kind of got angry tunnel vision over the fact that that thing was almost the first act of a hentai.
read enough hentai to see where this is going.
Snootworth is gonna roll.
Yeah,
Is
Asag
gonna
doesn't
try
see
to get
anything
it.
either.
And
Out of the
Snootworth
ordinary.
Yep.
and Snootworth is gonna try to get some teeth for research samples.
Do it. Roll survival.
All right. Let's see how poorly this goes. Ooh.
You get a tooth.
Oh yeah. That's all I need.
All right. Boney, as he's hacked into the rope a bit, it just looks like a bunch of slices now at this point. It looks like cartoon slabs of meat, like in cleanly divided chunks with his axe. He just steps forward, all of him. He's basically completely red now, covered in blood, and he's still got that same goofy, glowing smile. Just like,
I must say, I much appreciate the assistance, friends.
thank them, Rot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you like a sandwich?
Say,
Don't mind if I do.
Pass him a sandwich.
he pops it in, and it just falls, bounces off his ribcage, and lands on the ground.
It's the thought that counts.
It's like,
Delicious. I can still taste. I just can't digest. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks.
Glorious.
Well,
That explains how you stay so skinny.
I know, right? I worked very hard for this figure.
Oh God! For skeleton drunks, what you can do is they can put a beer keg in between the rib cage. So the beer they drink goes in the keg. Pour more out and drink it again.
Chug.
Chag?
All right. Well, with this mighty fair vanquish, I shall now venture forth. Doth thou know of any other vile fiends that need vanquishing?
Not that we are aware of. But
Heard
we-
about like a big spider thing.
It's like, spiders, you say? I could never attack a creature of such spindly limbs. They're so perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
They'll make fine skelefolk yet. All right. We ride forth, Rot, to victory. Wait, Rot, no. And with that, they depart again.
I miss them already.
Let us get a move on. We wasted too much time.
Alrighty. So the box, thankfully, is still there. The roper did not grab it.
No,
Well-
Saki never put it down. He's just one-handing it.
Gotcha. Jeez. Okay.
You coming, Shirley? Charlie?
Yo.
Don't call me Shirley. Sorry.
She's just watching Boney dance a while. You assume it's something like a sunset. I know, Rot.
Like-
Crystal set.
Yeah, Crystal said.
Alrighty. You guys move on to the next chamber after that rather memorable encounter. As you go on, you do eventually come across a larger area, jungly, and roll me some perceptions.
Okay.
Would smell be involved?
Yes, in this case.
Hi.
Yay.
Nice.
Asag's still coming down from his rage.
Ooh.
Not bad at all. This is actually very in character. Okay, as you guys progress, you hear and you start to see even. It's a whole sensory assortment, honestly. You come across, you see a little bit of actual light. And now you realize where you are. You're at the Sundered Chasm, a great fissure that goes all the way. And as such, the plant life down here is very lush and thick. There's an old river that runs through here, and a lot of life comes down here to drink. Your experience hunting and whatnot, and living among drow, and is exactly the kind of hunting spot they were looking for. So Boney was not lying to you, but you can't see any of them yet. But you do see, hear, and smell. Holy fucking shit! That's a dinosaur.
I understood that reference.
As you enter into this large area, you can see over by the riverway very large, long-necked creatures walking along the river very lazily, snatching up plants and eating them. A mother and her child. A pair of, well, roll knowledge natures if you want to know what they are. I would say those of you who have been out hunting advantage. Oof, Asag, you don't care. You're still coming down off your high. I gave you advantage.
Nope.
God damn it! I was hoping to roll low on that one.
Oh,
It's a good damn sandwich, I guess.
it's a really good roper sandwich. You can really taste the rope. All right. These, for those of you that know how, are a very large denizen that inhabits areas like these. They're peaceable, tend not to do very much, but they can be very dangerous.
You're cutting out like every other word.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jeez. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hold
Pop
on.
out. Yeah.
Hold on.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, yeah. Brontosaurs are very peaceable species that tend not to cause trouble or destroy anything they don't want to, unless, of course, in a couple of scenarios, you get in the way of a mother with a child, or you just outright scare them. They can cause a lot of problems. As evidenced by, as you can see, a small destroyed shack over by the riverside, right about her, near the baby.
Hmm.
Yep. So as you guys advance in, it's very peaceful. You can hear a lot of sounds of water running. Shin, roll me perception with advantage.
Okay.
Ooh, double
All right.
21, not bad. Okay, I'm going to roll for something here real quick. Oh, yeah, you beat him. All right. You immediately recognize, close out the turn order there. You know the signs. You know what to look for. There you see another drow over in the bushes nearby, and he's got a bow in his hand as he is aiming it at the baby.
That is unwise.
I wouldn't.
Only she sees him.
Yep. See. The rest of you, as you're moving closer, can roll as well.
Bing.
Actually, you guys can move again, except Shen, roll stealth.
Okay. I will roll perception.
Yeah, this
I'm
bitch
assuming
can't
so-
see me.
Oh my.
Damn it,
Ooh.
Asag!
Ah, at least you got
If
higher
he's not
than a.
focused on us, does that mean we can have advantage?
Oh, and then that is if it's actually going to be combat. Yeah, Asag, you kind of chuckle at the thought of what's going to happen. Wow, this is perfect, actually. You kind of a chuckle at the thought of the end result of this guy shooting a baby brontosaur and pissing off the mom so much that you accidentally set this mushroom on fire.
Let the brontosaurs see it.
Yeah, they do.
This
Oh.
is perfect.
And they immediately, with all the rest of you, you're just walking like a pile of bricks. You're just knocking foliage over. You're doing everything in your power to just make as much noise as possible. The drow just looks over at all of you. Sees
Shit.
Shin right there 10 feet away from him, and he just kind of looks like, the fuck? And then he looks back and sees all of you.
Shin is standing there listening to these people behind her with her head tilted up into the sky with her eyes closed like
Asag was hanging back. He wasn't even moving forward.
like
Just
son of
Yeah.
a
eating
bitch.
mushroom.
To be fair, Saki can only smell the elf. He doesn't know where it is. Boom.
Asag just wanted to see how this played out. That's why I was hanging back.
And yeah, you're the one who really made the scene. That's what makes this so great for me. All right. Let's see what the movement speed of a brontosaur is, because they're both going to dash. All right.
Just like Aptonops.
Yep. Okay, 30 feet, pretty normal. Okay, yeah. Actually, no, they'll go down this way. The baby immediately follows. They just dash off at full speed, kicking up water into the way. They've managed to get away.
Ah.
So the drow just steps out, looking pretty cross with himself. Like, you just cost me my hunt.
That was the idea.
So,
A wash?
Yeah.
Huh.
I hope you have a good reason for it. He
Yeah,
says
I mean, you
in,
were about to shoot a baby.
so like, yes, a baby that could feed my camp for the next 2 months.
The mother would have
There's a
crushed
dead
her head.
roper behind us if you want some.
So, Roper.
Yeah. Saki then offers a sandwich. Sandwich?
Gonna roll something from insight from the drow boy here. He's an elf, so this is probably not going to be great. He does not think highly. Yeah, no, he just gives you a peasant's look on his face, and but he still takes the sandwich.
Question: did Saki notice the look at this? Was it at him or the sandwich?
It's like, probably a little bit of both. But this guy looks like he hasn't eaten in a while.
Saki takes slight offense at that. He doesn't mind people bashing him. Bashing the food.
All right, he's gonna eat. I'll take a bite out of it just because. And I'm gonna roll something for him here.
That's all 25 on that cook check, so.
I
Yeah.
didn't roll for the cooking. I just made it. You didn't ask me to roll.
I did not. Okay, yeah. He actually takes it pretty well. It's like, this isn't bad. You say there's a roper nearby, a dead one. How
Recently.
big was it?
Had a whole chasm to itself.
Hmm. Its tentacles could reach 50 feet.
So like,
Shin is just kind of pacing around behind
It's
him.
pre-cooked too.
She's not too thrilled with another drow being here.
I'm gonna roll and see if he notices the disdain there.
Just imagine a fucking panther walking back and forth eyeing somebody.
Oh yeah, I'm getting caged big cat vibes. Big
Yeah.
time. Oh, that's a 2. He would not understand exactly what this is about. He just kind of walks up and insult and basically asks, "What clan are you from?"
None. She's keeping away from him, actually. Really
Really?
doesn't like other drow unless she knows them.
Well, you definitely don't know this guy. They're wearing. Shin, you can roll, and Snootworth can roll as well. A knowledge history.
Ooh, no, it's history.
Attack me with double survival, see if there's anything else nearby.
You can see some. You can see some footprints along the riverbank. They don't look like the brontosaurs. They have 3 pointed toes. And you can also see a very large human-like footprint as well.
How large are we talking?
Big as a battleship? Kidding, not that big. Pretty good sized. You could probably stand in it. All right. So,
Oi, silver hair.
what now?
He is addressing Shen.
There's only one creature in the world who makes footprints like that.
Recognize this?
Abominable snowman.
Would I recognize this? Should I roll survival?
You can roll survival, yeah. It's like you wouldn't know anything about what he's wearing thanks to both of your low rolls.
Yeah.
For some reason, Snootworth, though, you find his dress and decor very snappy with that nat 1.
He wears a tweed shirt. He does not matter.
Well, that's survival? Yeah, you have seen these kinds of footprints before. This is a deep tyrant's footprints.
Oh.
An apex predator of some of these jungle reaches. They're one of the few things, like on the stepladder of things in the Underdark you don't like running into. Those are right up there with Brew.
Can I tell how fresh this is?
Yeah, with that roll, I'd say so. It is probably about an hour old.
We didn't stay here too long. It's probably its whole territory.
Yeah, this thing is probably going to come back after he heard those 2 snacks run away.
So, like, I've been out here for 6 hours. I don't think I've seen any. I would have known if something like that had passed by.
Obviously
He rolled
not.
a very low survival check, to be completely frank. So, like, I wonder. It's like, well, if what you say.
And then there's this one over here. He points to the giant's foot.
It's like, that one you don't recognize. You just know that it looks very similar to a Hume footprint, just much bigger.
Much bigger and
Yeah, Shin kind of looks at that one and says, I don't know what this is, but I do not enjoy it.
Considering Saki is of giant descent, would he have any idea what this giant footprint will be?
You can roll with advantage, survival.
What about Snootworth, since he
You
manages
can
to
roll a straight roll.
What am I rolling for?
Survival. Oh, wow.
No.
I gave you advantage, too.
It's a footprint!
But this is a big footprint.
Ah, a big footprint, huh?
I concur, I concur. He nods, cupping his face in his hand, closing his eyes with a satisfied look in his face.
Even if you don't have any idea what you're talking about, act like you do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what scholars
Have
do.
you seen anything else around here besides the Mokeles?
It's like the drow just kind of snaps back to attention. His eyes have been kind of glued on Shin for a while. So like,
She's been
no.
side-eyeing him too, keeping him away from her.
He rolled a really bad insight, so he thinks that there's a spark thing going here.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
This guy's dumb.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
No shit, he tried to shoot a baby brontosaurus right in front of its mother.
It's like not even Saki's that stupid.
mm.
All right. It's like, something else. Not to my knowledge. Things come and go through here for all the time. I did see a strange horse ride through here earlier. Surface stock, it seemed. Had one of the victims of the curse. Had a human body on top of it. Looked very not healthy. It was really
Oh boy.
We passed by that one earlier.
There's a skeleton riding it.
it's like, okay, gonna roll insight for him again. That's an 11. He just kind of looks at you just with this. I swear you're making this up.
No, we saw it. Yeah, they're down there. Helped us with a roper.
Like,
The
He
skeleton,
was quite the gentleman.
the skeleton folk live deeper than this.
we are normally from higher up ourselves. We've had to make our way down. It is, we have scoured all levels. You know what my garb indicates, yes? We are not enemies, I assure you. We are of the Seeker caste. We have shed away. Undercommon is not very good. We have shed away from violence, seek to find answers and means to return to Feywild. Have searched upper levels for some time but found nothing. So we make way down here and, well, have to learn new ways to survive.
Does Shin know that means that they're not the kind of assholes that she came from?
She would know that is, yeah, they're not the militant variety that like bringing other people to their knees. They're not exiles in the same sense you are. They still have a strong sense of racial self-worth, if you know what I mean.
She relaxes a little bit.
I am Darlin. Happy to meet all of you. Suppose I should be honest here. He turns and he whistles, and another drow emerges from the bushes across the river with a longbow. Had a longbow trained on all of you. It's like, it's all right. They are kinfolk have friends. They start speaking in Sylvan to each other for a brief moment, basically relaying everything this past conversation's had. So like, the other drow, from what you can see, looks a little more frustrated than the other one. He looks a little older, a little bit more grizzled. Eventually, he crosses over, just leaping, basically. Like, you cost us kill. I hope you have thing to make up for it. Yes, they have Roper. They killed Roper.
Immediately when they said you have anything to offer, Saki gives him a sandwich.
Rolling inside again.
Oh,
that's a 16, not bad.
Can I offer you a sandwich in this trying time?
Yeah. Shin goes
he takes
and, as he's handing him the sandwich, Shin turns and looks at him and says, "Just so you know, killing that baby would have made that mother incredibly angry, and she would have stomped your head off. She would not have stopped until you were dead. Pick your targets better." And then she walks off. Especially just looking at the older one, she's like, "Pick your targets better."
They just both kind of awkwardly stand there. Just which way to Roper then?
That way.
Asak points them back the way they came. Can't miss it. You'll smell it before you see it.
They look over and see the giant flaming mushroom over there. They're like, my God. Like, oh, Aurora preserve us. All right. We thank you for your aid in this.
Could probably eat that mushroom too once it's done cooking.
Yes, perhaps. Some of us prefer fungivorous diets, I suppose. Common, not very good. Many thanks, and beware. That way is close to. What is word in common? And he says in Sylvan the word for mind flayers.
Oh, can I cast understand
I
language?
understand. I understand.
Oh,
so-
cool.
Jeez,
Hey,
no.
That's-
say the spell spot.
That is actually our destination. After being relayed that.
Oh.
We have,
Oh.
unfortunately, delivery for that.
Well, in that case, I wish you the best of luck. They're both kind of backing away at this point. It's like, and happy trails.
Would we know that these are the mind flayers we're looking for, or is this a different group?
You can roll, whether you assume so. This is the path that you know that Shin has said that she's been that way before. She's
Yeah, same as a
seen.
sag.
They've
What would
both
I?
seen the Pabina Monastery before. They've just never been up to it.
What would I roll to? I don't know, just to see what kind of what they mean by that. By
Just roll
I was gonna try and roll an insight.
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 Also, that's a 20, so Saga did pretty damn well there.
Oh.
Ooh,
She's
Yeah,
been
you-
watching these motherfuckers.
So yeah, you both understand. You've never seen any other mind flayers around here, but the ones over at this place, the supposed monastery, just kind of camp out there. They've never really left it. You've seen a couple of them walking around the outskirts of it before, but they've never really done anything.
So if they're up ahead, then out of
It's
their
them.
monastery, it's them. So
Yep.
right,
Alrighty.
I'm gonna look over here at if it'll do it. It's not doing. Okay, I gotta go down a little bit. I'm gonna look over to that really quick.
Mhm.
I don't want to be touched again.
Yeah, no, that one looks fine.
Okay.
You actually see, with that perception roll, you see quite a few battle axe cuts in at the base.
He already got
Our
to that
friend-
one. It's
Our
fine.
friend Bonnie Danza, always looking out for us. Like, this water is not very deep. We can just wade it, right?
It's like waist high for you guys at that point, that shallow crossing. It gets deeper towards the edge here where the brontosaurs were.
Well, a bit
Yeah,
more like,
you guys could cross it.
bit
It's
more
gonna be
like-
knee high for Raves and Sag.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we have a bit more
Yeah,
weight
Sag
on
fully
us.
extends his legs and awkwardly just plops across it.
Like we have a bit more,
Alrighty.
we have a little more weight than the other guys, so we probably don't care at all.
Alrighty. Roll perceptions one more time.
Would there be smell involved?
Yes, it's mostly
19,
hearing, but there's a little
Sag.
bit.
Finally.
Not bad at all.
Ah, then I have advantage.
Oh no.
So I have a 22. Yay!
And that one,
Why-
surely you are admiring Boney Danza's handiwork.
Godspeed.
Godspeed, you beautiful skeletal bastard. Alrighty, with those rolls, Asag, you are the first one to sense it. You have kind of a vibration sense, being an insect. You can feel the earth shaking a little bit under your feet.
The earth shakes. What is that? Is it a number hook?
No, it is not. It is not the same thing. You look over to your right, up the ways the river downstream a little, and on the edge, up near the upper rift, you see something just kind of casually walking out.
oh.
Oh,
Let's like it, why don't we?
Mhm. I
Yeah.
second that. Run!
shit! Running.
Good.
Or,
It
I
just
Run
have
away!
It just casually sniffs at the air a little bit.
keeping near the back still. I have 40 movement, so I'm not exactly slow.
I just love watching all of us move along in real time.
It's fun, isn't it?
Leg it, lads! Fucking leg it!
It smells the brontosaurus. It's not really interested in you.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right, so
I'm waiting for everybody to get past me.
Is it
all right, you
not
guys have
making
done it.
sure the packages in tow?
All right. Yep. Everybody is there. Okay. Congratulations. It wasn't really an encounter you had to dodge. I just really wanted to show up because I like this image.
It's a nice
That's fine.
image.
You got to see a nice little shot of a very tropically colored saurian creature sniffing at an underground river, looking for food. That was the deep tyrant that you saw the footprints of earlier.
Ah,
The fucking drow missed footprints that big? Jesus.
they're both really
These-
stupid.
Mhm.
They were dumb, Drow. Yes.
Oh.
Alrighty. As you keep walking, the tunnels begin to look less and less natural and more like they've been carved out, a little bit more along the man-made lines. And eventually, the terrain changes, and it instantly doesn't feel like a warm tropical cave anymore. There's now a really wet, cold, drippy, typical cave feeling.
I think we are
Getting-
close.
Getting
The
closer.
air takes on a slightly more lime-covered light. It looks like those old-school phosphorescent lights you'd see at the beach on summer nights. Casts everything in a weird glow. And as you advance forward, you finally, the two of you who have been this way before, see a familiar sight. I don't have an image for it. Unfortunately, I didn't have time, but what you see is a spiraling rocky crag sticking up out of the middle of a lake. Just uneven, kind of jolted. At the very top, almost looks like it was wedged in there, is a strange helical structure of some kind. Almost looks like a giant snail shell just sticking up out of the ground, and it is massive, and it's surrounded on all sides by stone walls and gates. And there's one winding stone pathway leading to and from it. That is Pabina.
There it is.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see anybody walking around outside?
You certainly can. 21. Okay, yeah. You do see a couple of figures walking around the periphery, and you also see something in the water move.
Uh-oh.
The water kind of jilts a little bit and is very disturbed. Some of it looks very choppy over on the far edge. Oof, that one.
Well, is it, is smell involved?
Not in this case. This is
Then
sight.
then yeah, just
Two of
otherwise-
you are just bonding over these roper sandwiches. They're just really fucking good.
ah,
Mhm.
fucking god.
You're a great chef, sir.
Ah, thank
Very-
you.
Asag looks to his shins and looks back, just shakes his head.
You're a smart man, you are.
Thank you. These glasses are not just for show. And I'm saying that because he's apparently blind as a motherfucker.
Motherfuckers are known for their poor eyesight.
I was gonna say that, but
Wow. Wow.
That insult might actually get you attacked by a bat down here.
Damn.
They're very sensitive.
exactly. That's why I held my tongue.
Alrighty. It doesn't look like there's anyone hostilely waiting. You can just see a couple of figures moving around the periphery of the shell-like structure itself.
Okay, well,
Find the entrance.
guess
The
we go
little
down this
thing.
path. I
So you
keep
know, there's
I keep an eye on the water that was moving as
Oh
we're
yeah,
going.
it's largely keeping away.
so you know
Alright.
this is the origin point to the delivery. Saki's going to
Then enter.
Saki's going to wave at the mind flayers walking around the lake, I guess.
Well, yeah, that would work. They're walking around the rocky outcropping near it.
He's just gonna wave. Hi, anyone order a box?
They're a good ways away, so I'm going to roll for them to hear that.
I have thaumaturgy. I can thaumaturgy troll shout it.
Oh, well, then yeah, do it. Okay, yeah. So you see the figures even way far away. One of them's kind of a purpley color. The other one's kind of bright pink. Kind of stop, look at each other for a brief moment. Stand still for a moment, then one of them goes inside. The other one extends a hand up and waves for you to approach.
He will do so.
Alrighty. So you all make your way over to the narrow, stony land bridge that is very wet and perilously close to the choppy water.
hmm
It's wide enough for two people to cross at a time.
Shin is
Asag
going
is gonna
to.
make sure Saki doesn't drop the box in the water.
Yeah, Shin's gonna
Terry-
stay on the other side and wait until everybody's across, just to make sure that nothing gets him
He
from behind.
balanced it through the entire Roper attack. I think he's fine, man. Ass.
All right, Shin, if you crossed, go ahead of time. Roll me. Roll me an acrobatics.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage on this one. Not that you really needed it. Okay, yeah, you make it across just fine. It is a little slick under your feet. It's been wet a little bit from some of the waves chopping, and it's pretty smooth, polished stone.
Can I warn them to keep their balance so they can have advantage on their rolls?
You certainly can.
I will do
Also,
so.
Asag is
You're gonna fly.
yeah, he's gonna fly while supporting the box.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if Saki falls in, Asag will be still holding the box.
Gotcha.
Saki's just gonna stare at him going, hello? Shuffle word for you.
All right. So
Yeah,
those of
Asag's
you-
just gonna help fly it over.
Alrighty then. With that, let's see from Snootworth and Saki. Let's get some advantage roll acrobatics checks. The
All
flyers
right.
don't have to worry about it.
You're welcome. I tried, Shady. I tried.
I know.
Saki's fine. Like straight up, he actually like a sag. You're actually kind of getting pulled along by him a little bit. He's just sure-footed as shit.
Like a giant Asag balloon.
Yeah, I need they're sag balloons.
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
God.
Asag's standing on top of it, supporting the box with his feet, flapping.
Alrighty. Shady, you do slip and your foot lands in the water just a little bit. It's warm.
Snootworth,
It's actually kind of thick and viscous too.
Oh, ew.
yeah,
Oh,
Snootworth
no.
makes a very disgusted look on his face, shakes his foot rapidly, and just books it away from the water. Hell no.
Does he
Hell no.
Does he cucumber cat face it?
Well,
A little bit.
Don't make me draw that.
Do it.
You're gonna draw it.
I'm gonna draw it.
we all know you're going to draw it.
Yeah.
We'll see it in a couple hours. All right, so
You would
As
if I
you
didn't have to
advance
go
forward-
to bed after this.
Oh, I know. It's like we're almost done here. All right, you guys make it across, and waiting for you is the tall, purple-skinned mind flayer from before. And you notice a few things different from your typical image of mind flayers. One, he's not wearing a shirt. Two, he's ripped.
Ripped flares.
Bro
Yeah.
flare.
Swole
Wolf
flayers.
layers.
Swole
When he's
flare.
done with your mind, he's coming for your bones.
Coming for your muscles, bra.
He just kind of looks over at the box. He's very silent. His tentacles are very long and great in number. They stretch down to like groin level nearly. Like, I see that they're quick in their delivery indeed. Hold on, I need to get a throat drop. It actually increases my voice a little bit. And I'm about to cough again, so this works out. Win-win.
Hey.
You hear a voice in all of your heads, actually. Like,
Mm.
you have traveled far and seen many dangers. Have you not welcomed you? Just bows a little bit. It's like, this one is known as Hunsha.
What?
Is this the cargo? Is this the cargo?
Ah,
Yes.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen a mind flayer smile before, but his eyes move like he's smiling. Like, this guy has some wrinkles around his eyes. His skin looks kind of dried out a little bit. Again, images of mind flayers tend to be that they're clammy and kind of slimy looking. This guy looks like his tentacles look like a long beard in many ways, tied off at the tips. So he straight up looks like a buff old dude, just with octopus parts.
Gem of the mind, man. Gem of the mind.
So, excellent. So, have you other business here?
We don't get visitors very often. I very much like to pick your brains. Sorry, that's a very bad joke.
A little bit.
I do wonder what is so important from the surface world to be in that box all the way down here.
Mhm.
Indeed. I'm actually rather curious about that myself.
You don't know?
So
Let us take it inside first. This way.
he turns
Sorry,
and
fellows.
walks in perfect Zen step. This guy has achieved a state of mind that most mortals never could. Clearly,
Oh God, they're Buddhist flares.
yeah, it is a monastery. You heard this.
Yeah.
These are mind flayer monks.
I imagine he's like that the Onyudo from Nio, but instead of the big weird head, it's a mind flayer head on top.
Basically, yeah, he's not quite as tall, but he is just as
Instead of tongues, it's fucking tentacles.
Yeah.
The buff
Gonna
mind
follow.
flare. Okay.
We
I'll
don't
follow.
get visitors. So it is pleasing to me to have visitors again after so long. They most flee in terror at the sight of us. Though, in all frankness, that is often warranted. The reputations of my species are often earned. Not the same. He looks over at most of you. Says, could be said of most of you as well. A member of the great horde that almost swallowed the world. Lost children simply trying to find home wherever it may be.
Just looks at Saki for a moment. Says,
What's your deal?
What? My deal?
Yes, what are you about? I don't actually know much about trolls. Most of them just try to eat us.
Just shrugs us. Well, we run around, hunt, we eat. We
Ah,
hunt,
Makes a
we
mean
eat.
roper sandwich.
Shrugs us. Sandwich?
his eye actually, the tentacle beard snaps free of its bindings, grabs the sandwich, and brings it up to his mouth like an elephant trunk. And you hear this grotesque sucking noise for a moment. Just
Fascinating. Very
He goes,
fascinating.
he shrugs and goes, I guess that's my deal. I look for things to eat and cook and drink.
You are very far along your path then.
Oh, you smart man too.
Come in, come. It's pleasing to me to have such company. You are all fun, radical even.
God.
I love this guy.
Oh my God.
This is amazing.
It's
I
like
can't wait
your
for
grandpa
something.
trying to say cool and shit.
Or gnarly.
Holy
Fuck you,
crap.
Bubba.
Most tubular.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. As you approach the large helix-shaped structure, the hole in front of it, where you assume the entrance will be, opens on command. There's a whole line of mind flayers dressed in gi standing inside. There's probably at least 25 of them. And all of them just bow as Hunsha enters with all of you following him. And they all kind of cast wary glances at the box as they enter in. You can roll perceptions or insights if you want to understand their mental states.
Fuck, I just
Alright.
go inside. This sounds stupid.
Let's try inside him.
Not bad.
Nope, still bad.
This guy liked my food. He is the best kind of person. I have no quandaries morally or otherwise.
Yeah, Asag, you're a bit. Oh wow, nat one. Yeah, Shirley, Charlie, you just really like the cut of this old guy's jib. He just seems like a cool dude.
Use the word tubular.
I'm still laughing at that.
It's like Asag, you, however, are a bit more of the wary type. You don't like the fact that you were kind of instantly surrounded by people as soon as you entered, especially Illithids. But the looks on their faces, actually, from the best you can tell, are ones of concern looking at that box. They seem confused by it.
They don't actually know what it is. Themselves, you can best tell. Hunsha might, but he hasn't revealed anything, and right now you can't see his face. So yeah, you pass through the courtyard and enter into the building, and he leads you down to a very strange looking setup. Like imagine a grimdark version of SpongeBob's Chrome future.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck?
Oh,
Everything is chrome in the future.
future. Future.
He walks down the hall. You see several of the Illithids practicing martial arts maneuvers.
It's like, we understand the fear directed towards my kind. We also understand that it is difficult to survive without feeding those fears for us. We mind flayers are born, live, and die by the brain. It is how we survive. Or rather, it is how our psionic strength survives. It is difficult, but those of us who seek passage through life without the taking of others needlessly, we come here. We train. We harness our bodies and minds until we are beyond such compulsions, and through which we attain a state of enlightenment of a sort. So basically, your brains are all safe.
He turns around with another weird smile. It's just his eyes that are smiling, but you can tell it's genuine.
So this is the gem of the mind.
Of a sort, yes. But you may train here too if you wish at some point. We take all comers. I hear that you're all from.
He kind of pauses. You can briefly feel he's gently touching and making contact with your consciousness, respective consciousnesses.
If he does do a sag, he gets a Vietnam War flashback.
That he will. So he
Complete
has
with
an
fortune and
exceptional.
fun.
He has an exceptionally high will, but he's still going to roll. Oh yeah, he's fine.
It's like, But you're from Blightcap, I see, most of you. Lovely seems like a nice town. I'll have to visit there sometime.
But you looks over to Sag.
There's great pain in your heart and soul. Lots of confusion. Understandable considering what happened to you and your people. So I know such pain of being vilified and feared and hated for something you had no control over. But we're not here for that, are we? I'm not sure. I only fix those who wish to be fixed.
The sag says nothing.
Right then. All right. You progress down several winding hallways with this bizarre chrome aesthetic. No, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah,
That was more personal, but
I understand exactly it. All right. You enter into a very large study at the very end of a hallway. Quite massive and full to the brim with books, all kinds of weird tomes, most of which written in languages none of you recognize. They put down the box suddenly. Well, a couple of the retcon would say a couple of the mind flayers help take the box off Saki's hands and help carry it in, and then help set it down.
Now then, so I received a vision of a face I don't know, yet I find strangely familiar. Bringing something like this here, and that it would herald great answers to the world, and great truths to be found. I, for one, am all for that. Let's open it.
Oh yeah.
He sets it down. He makes a few complicated hand gestures, his tentacles also moving in unison.
is he doing Naruto hand signs?
Yes, but with his tentacles too.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Fucking weeb squids.
Weeb squid.
And with every little movement he does, some of the warding glyphs on the box go away. And the center of the room where the box has been placed, it just bursts open,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
and out emerges, just gently floats up a skull. Whew, how long was I out? This the Mind Flayer Temple? It's like, did I take a
Yes.
wrong left turn somewhere? I shouldn't have asked
Nah.
Muerto for that. So
This is unexpected.
Moonshaw just kind of walks over a little bit. It's like, you are gonna roll something for him? Like, oh yeah, he knows. It's like
A lich.
kind of, I guess. Sorta. It's just a floating skull with gem eyes. It's like a little tiny piece of one, let's say. So I take it. Oh wow! He sees all of you and just immediately floats forward. Those of you, let's get some knowledge arcanas out of the lot of you.
Okay.
Snootsworth, you can have advantage.
Oh yeah. Let's rock.
Negative one. Arcana.
It's a fucking floating skull. What the shit?
Hey.
Yeah, most of you have no idea. You're just seeing this floating skull talking very casual. Hoonshaw seems pretty unperturbed by it. But Snootsworth,
I
you
thought I
know
just got done talking to a skeleton. This is fine.
it's like you have heard of something like this, Snootsworth. You've read about it. This is what's known as a demi-lich. It's like a little piece of a lich's. If a lich is a human or some kind of sapient being trapping their soul to live forever, a demi-lich is like taking a tiny piece of that soul and giving it its own thing, allowing it some agency.
All right.
Whew. Didn't think I was ever actually going to get here. It's like, nice, you're one of those buggy people. Thrykeen? God, you're so cool. Ooh, a drow. He just kind of floats over. It's like, whoa, man, your skin, your hair. It's just like the books I read. Oh, shit, a harpy. Oh, man, you must be some type that's adapted for cave travel. It's like, troglodytes.
Shin
Just floating around
exchanges
excitedly.
Shin exchanges a big wide-eyed look with
Also, Saki is not on
Asag.
this board.
Oh, shit, I never put him on there.
Yeah.
He's invisible.
Shin just looks at Asag like, what the fuck?
Poof. There we go.
There we go. Like, whoa, troll. I thought I smelled something familiar lifting up things. You're nothing like the trolls I know. I guarantee you. They're terrible. I can never see their faces.
Okay.
It's so nice to actually see one face to face. It's like,
You speak very strangely, friend.
so like, oh, of a sort, yeah. I mean, if you mind. I've always wanted to get to know a Nilithid. It's like, never had the chance. It's kind of why I snuck down here. Oh, well, wait. Slip of the tongue there, if I had a tongue. Snuck. This is the library, yeah? It's like,
This is our Arcanium study, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
guys, I
fantastic.
actually really have to go now.
all right, that's fine. Only one thing's going to really happen here. Thanks for coming along.
Peace out, Casey.
Later.
Mhm.
All right. So, it's like, oh, man. This is your library. Oh, I better get to work then. It's like,
You're not going to even share your name with us.
oh, yeah. Silly bones. Well, I don't know if any of you have heard of me. I'm not sure how. But I am the famous figure of legend. He immediately kind of takes a false bravado kind of tone, known as Francophilius the Fantastic.
What if I recognize this name?
You would not.
Oh.
Would anybody else?
Would
No,
Snoop-
probably not. So, like,
Blank stares around the room.
oh, good, a new audience to introduce myself to. Fantastic! All right, so, Okay, so no, let's compose myself. I only have a limited. Do you have any books on what sort of books do you have on the arcane, perchance? Any that you're proud of, you consider distinctive or rare? Anything about your own culture, or I don't know, something more like I'm going to stop you here. Unsha just kind of holds up his hands like, just take your pick of it. I don't think I could actually beat you in a fight if I wanted to. It's like, why would I fight you? Damn, that's terrible. Just looks lost. There's just a real deer in the headlights look all over. It's like, okay. To work then. To work. He is making these noises as he's just floating back and forth. Oh man, it's so nice to be able to get to a new library once in a while. All the ones I get to are usually either occupied or usually have denizens that, kind of go, oh shit, a lich, when one of us appears. It's not pleasant. And they call in paladins and all these other things, and they start attacking, and it's just generally not very fun. I mean, I came here for the excitement, not to live out my days as some kind of arch villain or whatever. So, okay, and he's now amassed telekinetically like a pile of like 40 different books from all across the different shelves, which he then sets down over here and just starts reading. You just see a skull just sitting there on a table, pages flipping. Hunsha just kind of cautiously motions for all of you closer to him.
So, like, I have no idea what just happened, and I'm very sorry about that. It's like, I'm as confused as you are. So we should probably ask him if you ask me.
Why are you here?
He just wants to read books.
Oh, shit. Oh, where am I? Sorry, the whole Demi process thing involves splitting up my consciousness into a tiny piece, and this is the tiniest piece I could split it into so as I could safely get myself here.
Why are you here?
Oh, I'm, hold on, what is it? He floats over and beats his head up against a wall a couple of times. It's like, oh yeah, now I remember. I am here, wait a second. He pulls out one of the books, a bit more focused than before, and flips through. It's like, oh, wow, Lord, you have mercy and everything in between. This is exactly what I was looking for. You are not going to believe this. This could change everything.
What?
Yeah.
What is everything?
I think I may have found the secrets of the Iron City.
Come again?
What?
For what now?
Come again.
Would we know what the Iron City is down here?
Down here, you would not.
What the fuck is the Iron City?
So like, oh wow, the Underdark doesn't know yet. That's actually kind of fortunate. To tell you or not to tell you? Frankly, I don't have all that much time. People are going to detect my magical energies here, and if they do, then that best case scenario means we get attacked by some manner of planar travelers, and worst case scenario, we get attacked by the person who has my phylactery, and then we get into all kinds of. Okay, remember your training. Remember your training. Breathe. Okay. The Iron City, and as soon as he starts talking, you hear the earth shake and feel it really violently.
Like centered where exactly? Like
All over the entire building. It's like, oh, what in the world is that? It's like, don't tell me we're gonna be It's like, don't tell me she's found me already. Ah, shit. Oh, God, no. This might not be safe for all of you guys. She might think you kidnapped me or trying to steal my power or kill me and remove my consciousness from my other immortal body and turn me into, well, every kind of lich that there is ever besides me.
What?
what the hell is going on?
It's like, well, I suppose I'm going to have to explain then, aren't I? Because I might need something, you see? And the ceiling over top your head breaks and water just starts gushing down. It's normal water, too. Lots and lots of it. And for a brief moment, you see this come in through there as well.
Mm.
Mm.
Nope.
Punch immediately freaks out and goes, "Baby, no!" And he runs up towards the large thing, but before he can make it there, the enormous torrent of water sweeps him and all the rest of you out of the room.
Did you say baby? No.
Yep. I'll explain out of session. That is where we're going to end.
Oh,
All right.
jeez.
Tune in next time we get to this one-shot series to see what happens next to these unfortunate schmucks.
Oh, God.
Unless he named the monster baby, I'm not going to kink shame him.
No, that is actually related to a mind flayer. That's a
Right.
Neopolis.
I'm aware. They usually
Neophyte.
they usually eat mind flayers though.
Yeah, but they're actually born from mind flayer larvae that get a chance to grow to the adult stage.
Mm-hmm.
Baby,
So
no.
it's essentially a giant baby mind flayer.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording here.
Righto.
Yeah.